welcome to CyberGamerTV. This is Pandan here, bringing you the Western Digital Counter-Strike Source Leagues. Tonight we've got a Division 1 match. We've got two of the best teams going at the moment. Team Immunity, one of the longest legacies in Counter-Strike Source in esports in Australia, taking on the new kings, Archaic MSI, who have only dropped one map this entire year, and that was Jules Cheat Pixel's team, Frenetic Array. Perhaps caught them off guard, but it was a pumping 16-4, the only loss they've ever had since reforming with Luke and Steve rejoining. Immunity are not a completely new lineup. They still got Lock, Ouch, and Plagueski, the three juniors that they picked up. Or, not juniors, but the three new guys they picked up. They decided to grow with them, build them up, and keep that pro teaming and stick with a core group rather than just grabbing a super team. And it seems to have worked out pretty well for them. They've kept themselves in the top 4 all the way through. And they're praising their development. So fantastic work by IM there. Archaic looking very strong. Looks like the game's just about to go live. We are on train tonight. This is the first opportunity for a loss for both teams here. And yes, we are live, so we're going to go straight into the game. And the volume's just a little bit loud. And now it's a little bit too small. Oh god. There we go, that's a good volume. Alrighty, so Team Immunity, sorry about that. Team Immunity playing, looks like they're playing a pretty aggressive start. We're going on the outside here in the pistol round. Team Immunity on the T side as Archaic won the knife. Miles Rice getting himself a double over at the Vines, going for a triple now on Sponge. Havoc there, going for that one on him. MoeCQ takes the corner, takes him down. Alex, who's playing from the Team Connector, gets taken down by Steve Darasha. And while we're in the game now, we'll just have a quick look who's in the server for Archaic. The same 5 they've had each of their games the last little while. Miles Rise, Steve, STV, MoeCQ, RRH, that's the Rider, Damo, and Havoc. And for Team Immunity, we've got Sponge, Ouch, Diggs, Lock, and Plagueski. So, as sort of expected on this map, this is similar to Nuke as we had in 1.6 the other night. The Archaic boys are playing on CT, which is the preferred side. It's slightly easier. So Team Immunity go for a pretty aggressive move on the outside here. Moe with the help of these, Moe and Steve with the help of these Clarions getting themselves the kills. But Team Immunity almost get the bomb down. That would have been fantastic for them. And definitely would have helped their money situation pretty good. But unfortunately, unable to get that down. Just missed out. Eco round taking on Clarions long range. It's, you know, the Glock's an absolutely terrible weapon to use long range, and they weren't able to do it. So once more Big Eco. They didn't get a bomb plant down, so they're just going to go pretty hard and fast. See if they can get a few sneaky kills here. I'm watching Alex, who's mostly in the... Oh, there we go, first kill. Lock. Taking down Havoc, which is pretty helpful for them. Alex is going to try and come around from behind and sneak him, but no, he's not going to be able to get a damn thing going on. Plagueski, last one left alive, gets taken down by MoeCQ. So 3 fast rounds by Team Immunity there on their T side. Perhaps not confident, really just wanting to get to a gun round, so they've decided, you know what, stuff it. Let's smash it, just smash out these rounds and get straight to, as I forget the overlay, don't tell Toby, nobody tell Toby, but let's just go straight to the gun round and show Archaic what we've got. And oh, Plagueski only just missing a shot as somebody goes in that little cutout spot. And Miles here actually looks like he's caught one off guard, eats a nade while he pushes on aggressively. He could be in trouble here. Miles could go down. He's going to have to be very sharp with his shots, and no, he isn't. Sponge takes him down as MoeCQ knows where the bomb is. Actually, no, he doesn't. As Steve takes one down, taking out Ouch there as he makes his way to spawn. Diggs here is going to watch the backs. No, he's not. He's going to drop straight down, right into the gunfire. MoeCQ. Moe at the bottom of this ladder while Sponge is up the top. Sponge throws the nade and changes position, checks his back to see if Steve's made his way around there. Steve has not. MoeCQ still thinking about going off this ladder. Nade gets thrown down, but MoeCQ's waiting there. Unfortunate for Sponge. There, wasn't able to get it. So 4-0 Archaic up, dominating pretty hard at this point, but Team Immunity haven't really thrown much on the table just yet. They've only had their first gun round, and they definitely got caught off guard there, Plagueski not able to get that opening frag. So it looks like we're going for a bit of a deco here. Team Immunity trying to get that first round on the board and see if they can do something. With the help of SL ladder, does a little jump off the ladder so they don't see his feet until he makes his way out the door. Miles getting the first frag of the match. Plagueski's found out where Miles is. Miles hasn't turned around, so Plagueski knows where Miles is, but Miles doesn't know where Plagueski is. Plagueski making his way to the back of the 5 train now. He's going to catch Ryder in the back of the head, and he does! Steve takes down Diggs as well. 1-for-1 exchange here. Plague's managed to get himself that off, and we'll see if he's going to make this play. Oh, very unlucky. He really needed to hit that shot at winning. It's so important for his team. As Archaic kills everybody off there at the end, that would have changed the round pretty drastically. I think Team Immunity, if they got that one extra frag from Plagueski there, would have stopped just rushing single file around the place. But unfortunately, get taken down. 5-0 is the score. That was an eco round for them there. So yes, they did cost Archaic about $5 grand by getting that kill on the alt player. And now they're allowed to buy up too. So maybe once again we could be heading to this first round for Team Immunity. Moe though, watching the SL, he's been playing pretty good early on at the start of this map. Start of this half, sorry, from that area. Steve through the smoke, getting a few semi-blind shots through the pretty easy line actually. They're sort of forced to walk through it. Diggs getting one frag before getting traded back by the man Havoc. Sponge trying to make his way out of vines here, and Steve's actually in the action here. He's going to see both of them. Ouch takes him down. So Ouch and Sponge playing from vines and below Big Ladder at the moment, respectively. They gets taken down by Havoc. I don't think Sponge quite knows where he is. Havoc on top of the train there, and without even being seen, Havoc managed to get himself another kill. Havoc's absolutely dominating the start of this map, playing pretty well. But it is Moe, the man playing from the short ladder. He's the one pulling out the big guns. In fact, Luke's only in the middle of the scoreboard there. Moe, from that SL watching T-Connector SL area is playing pretty damn well. We'll see if there's an aggression outside and see how Luke's AWPing goes. Gets one shot, smashes it pretty well. One more around the corner. He hits that one. I can't believe he hit that one. It would have been only a few millimeters in it. Goes for another shot around the corner. Good timing. Gets someone who wasn't looking. Quite easy shot for him there. Locke, who's incredibly sharp, comes out of the corner, gets 2 frags. Luke takes down Diggs, and now it's just Locke taking on Luke and the Ryder. I think Ryder will get this frag. No, it doesn't. It's a one-on-one situation here. Locke taking on Luke. Havoc, the man from Archaic. We'll watch Locke as he is the last player from Team Immunity. Team Immunity desperate to get on the scoreboard right now. It's all up to Locke here to try and get this frag. It's a one-on-one situation. Luke at long range with an AWP taking on Locke here with an AK. Both pretty accurate weapons, but Luke definitely does have the zoom advantage on this one. Though he isn't quite watching where Locke is. In fact, he's probably about to have a quick look now. Locke having a look down the long barrels. Down the long hole there. Luke making his way over towards the cutout of the big ladder here. Locke slowly making his way around, being very deliberate with his looks, looking through the corners of that train there, being very careful. Luke jumping up and down, scoping wildly, trying to see if he can find somebody somewhere. Luke could get... Locke's made his way over to CT Con.
He heard him, didn't he?
He's cleared it and seen it, and there we go, Sponge just said, did you not hear him? In the death chat there, so he's going to pick up that bomb. Luke hears him pick up the bomb and shoots him easily. Luke put himself in a good position there, and unfortunately, Locke not able to get that first round on the board for Team Immunity. So once again, it is Archaic MSI on top of Team Immunity, who are desperate to get their first round in this half. 7-0 is the score. Just as a rough guide, this is much like DE Nuke. We're expecting the CTs to get into double digits, but we are still expecting the T's to try and get at least 5 rounds as the round gets opened by Miles. Moe, for the first time in quite a while, gets taken down from the SL. Locke with the teammate Plagueski there, managed to push in, take down the player who's sitting right at the front of the outside bomb train. Plagueski pushes his way through connector and gets another frag. This could be Team Immunity's first round here in the first half of DE Nuke. Miles playing a little bit ninja in the inside side as Luke gets 2 massive frags on the outside here. Miles is probably going to wrap around behind and get Ouch in the back, making his way through the connector now. Ouch is waiting for him. He catches him off guard there. Miles gets him. Diggs now watching for the top of the train. One-on-one situation here. Miles Rise taking on Diggs. Bombs planted. Definitely in the advantage of Diggs right now. Both going to look straight at each other, but Diggs, no, he looks away from the connector for half a second. And Miles Rise manages to get the frag, and he will defuse this comfortably. 8-0. Team Immunity still yet to score. Very unexpected. I thought this was going to be a better half for Team Immunity. They are known for pulling out a little bit more of the unique strategies. Probably a little bit thanks to Death Dog, to be honest. But he's not playing in this game, and it doesn't look like they're doing too good at the moment. Here we go, nice little bit of a split around the ball. So we've got two playing from Vines. We're going to have at least one come out of the SL and see what Moe can do up against him. Sponge was playing a little bit of a distraction. Diggs going to make his way to SL now. His teammate's already there. Diggs taking a long angle right now as he makes his way to get out of the SL area. Locke getting himself a frag over at Vines, taking down Steve. Lots of smokes, lots of flashes. It's a decoy. Sponge still playing from basically from T-spawn area, watching for an aggressive CT. Out the corner, Lock goes out, eats a flash. Luke peeks out, smashes in perfect timing there with the grenade. Miles Rise going down to the hand of Diggs now as well. On the inside bomb site, Ryder rotating instantly, off out, checks top, sees no one, checks bottom, smashed by Diggs. One-on-one exchange there, Diggs coming out on top, so Havoc now playing from the CT connector now. Playing more defensively now, that they know the bomb's down, they're waiting for the rotates here, they want to focus on this retake being accurate. Luke just checking close areas, Plaguesy takes him down. Team Immunity in good position to get themselves first round on the board, 8-0 to score, they want to at least get themselves 4 or 5 rounds in this half. This is going to be the first one that they can do it. Diggs running straight into Moe here. Will he get him? Diggs misses his shots. Moe gets a few in, jumps around the corner, takes down Diggs, but Plaguesy takes down Moe, and that is the first round for Team Immunity on the board. 8-1 is a score, and that is exactly what Team Immunity needed. They let that go on for too much longer. There was going to be a mental advantage. There was going to be so much momentum, so much money in the favor of Archaic. It was just going to seem like an impossible task, and nobody wants that at all. So Immunity, first round on the board, 8-1 is the score. Bomb going towards a Vines angle here, so maybe they will be playing an outside bomb side strategy. They haven't dropped it back behind. Could be waiting for their teammates playing from outside. In fact, looks like they're going to do the boost up onto the top of this fence railing to get themselves a sneaky double man peek. And no, they bugger it up. Can't actually do it. They're glitching it out, so not able to do it. And in fact, he gets taken down. The Archaic boys have seen the bomb. They know where it's at. Ryder's got himself one player taken down, so they know the bomb was at least transported to the Vines. Don't know if it's still going to be played from there. Diggs about to make his way down the ladder. His teammate, MoeCQ, gets taken down by MoeCQ. Jumps out the corner and smashes MoeCQ while he's on the walk, while watching the corner. Great shot there by Diggs, as he now checks the Vines angle. Eats a flash. Going to try and get himself into safety before he gets taken down. Steve looks like he's at the top of the big ladder as they rotate back onto the inside bomb site. Lock still playing his way from the alley. Yeah, it looks like he's still playing from there right now. From the Vines alley right now. Makes his way straight out into the off shot of the Ryder. Gets taken down. Steve taking down Sponge as soon as he comes out of that SL area. And Luke, while half flash, still managed to get himself and take down the last player. Getting frags even when he doesn't deserve them. Havoc now pushes his way back on top, 16-4. We're only 10 rounds in, and we're very close to 20 bombs for 2 players right now. Team Immunity, no players into double digits at the moment. They are on the back foot. They still have the opportunity to get themselves 5 rounds, but they're going to have to pick up their act quite substantially. 9-1 is the score. Havoc getting the opening frag once again, going to Team Archaic MSI. Steve getting another. Team Immunity just running single fire into the Archaic bullets at the moment as Ouch and Sponge enter back though. With the orb, they're both in the open bomb site, open area right now. Havoc managing to get himself another frag. Sponge is the last man left alive from Team Immunity, making his way. Going to change his position. He knows where the bomb is. Unfortunately for him, I do believe Archaic MSI also know where the bomb is. Sponge going to play it slow here, try and get as many frags as possible. At the very least, cost Archaic some money. Unfortunately for him, the second he walks out here, I think he's going to have 2 angles shooting at him. It's going to be very hard for him, and Luke probably in an unexpected spot. He's right around the corner. He's going to walk, get shot in the back of the head. Yes, he does. Havoc hiding in that little cutout right behind him. The Ryder was playing from Vines, and the rotate from the teammate was not far behind, so that was going to be a very difficult round for Sponge to win. 10-1 Archaic absolutely smashing the CT side, but as we said, that doesn't mean the game's all over. 10-1 doesn't mean that Team Immunity got nothing at all. This is a CT-sided map. We do expect Team Immunity to have a bit of a struggle on their T side. That just is how this map is balanced at the moment. So Plaguesy making his way outside of his teammates on the inside bomb side, and 1 from Vines getting smashed. Plaguesy making his way through connector, sees one teammate having a bit of a battle. Diggs managed to get that kill. Oh, he sees the rotator coming through. And unfortunately for him, it was Havoc, who hasn't missed many shots all game, and also wraps in quick fire, takes down Diggs as well. 11-1, 12 rounds down, only 3 remaining, this one included. Archaic currently over Team Immunity. Absolutely dominating. What I can see from this is Immunity seem very rushed. They're not structured at all. They are meant to be one of the more experienced and professional teams in the league, but it looks like we're finally having a little bit more of a slow round, but they have just been running haphazardly and sort of uncoordinated all the way through this. So finally they're slowing it down a little bit. I think they're relying on Diggs to do something at Vines, but no, the Ryder will have none of it. That Diggs and Ryder battle going on once again with Diggs coming out worse for wear. Ouch getting himself another frag, taking out Havoc. That's going to help them. They've got a lot of control of this bomb site, but in the back of Sponge right now, He's going to have Archaic players coming from behind him, and he's not going to see it coming. He turns around and gets one frag anyway. Sponge will do what he wants when he wants. Another frag from the corner up the top there. Ryder coming around the corner, getting a shot, taking one down with the AWP. Alex taking one down, answering back. Last one left alive is Alex, and he will be taking on MoeCQ in another 1v1 situation. This is where the experience comes into it. MoeCQ just going straight for the different position. He's not even pretending to hang around that area. Alex is convinced he could be hiding around there, just trying to play sneaky buggers with him. But MoeCQ's already rotated his way around connector. Alex now, I think he's cottoned on what Moe's onto. Now he's going to run back inside and try and get himself a easy plant. Because he's going to, yeah, there we go. He's going to get himself a nice easy plant because Moe's gone and overplayed it. Double thought it, counted out what he thought he was going to do. Now Moe, because of where he's rotated, he's not quite sure it's not that bomb site. He moves up to the corner, knows he could have heard the beep by now. So knows it's in the bomb site now. This is definitely in the favor of Alex right now. Moe's got to check every corner, figure out exactly where Alex is hiding. Here's a gunshot go off, here's it from the back, and Alex gets the round. Team Immunity second on the board. 11-2. 11-2 is the score. We'll see if Team Immunity can get this last 2 rounds to wrap out the half and get themselves at least 4 on the board. And we could be going a little bit aggressive, but we'll see if Alex plays a little bit slower. It looks like we're going for more of a distraction than a rush. Moe throws a nade up top. Could have been good, but it was a little bit early. Sponge still hasn't made his way down. Nade goes around the corner. Sponge hears that it hits. And he knows there was one playing close. So Miles retreats. Sponge knows where he is. MoeCQ and Havoc manage to get themselves another frag each. MoeCQ, though, at Vines gets taken down. Havoc with an AWP getting another shot before finally getting taken down by Ouch. Sponge making his way to the bottom of the big ladder right out to the cutout area. Oh, as I burp a little bit. Ryder and Miles playing from the inside bomb site, playing from CT stair angle. Sponge has to go. Sponge decided to go to the back of the 5 train here. He's going to walk into the gunfire of Miles Rise. In fact, both players are going to walk into Miles Rise gunfire. It's up to Miles to get the frags here. No, he doesn't get smashed. Absolutely dominated by Sponge. 2-on-1 situation, and the Ryder wins at close range with an AWP, then pulls out the USP. 12-2. The Ryder playing excellently at the moment. Damo, the big man from WA, getting himself another exchange where he wins over Diggs. They're having a little battle, the Ryder and Diggs. Top and bottom of the scoreboard for their teams respectively, but Havoc is actually, I didn't even notice, but he's already hit 25 frags in this half. Diggs now playing from Vines. He's going to play it aggressive. They have been sort of just letting him play it solo here, so we'll see what Diggs can do, see if he can catch Havoc off guard. He just misses the shot. He could have got that one, but he answers up with a second, takes down the Ryder, and once again, the Diggs and Ryder little battle they've been having in this match goes in favour of Diggs. Havoc and Moe getting themselves a frag each before finally getting taken down by Locke, who just misses the spray for the second to take down Steve. Myers now rotating through the connector out to the open side right now. They think there's one behind. There is indeed. Steve catches him and Diggs goes down to the hands of Steve. Former teammate, and 13-2 is the score in the first half. Team Immunity getting a little bit pumped. It was 13-2. That's not a huge flogging. They still did manage to get themselves 2 rounds. But I tell you what, this pistol, unbelievably, immeasurably important for Team Immunity. They need to get themselves as many cheap and easy rounds as they can in this half. They will lose the match if they concede 3 rounds. That's all that needs to happen for them to lose this one. So it's up to Team Immunity to win this pistol. We'll see what Archaic have got in the bags, whether it's a practice strat or whether they just run with something fluid. It looks like they're bunching together. Perhaps they don't particularly have that much of a strat, so they're just going for the players in numbers strategy at the moment. 2 players playing the SL angle for Team Immunity, but that's not going to help them if nobody drops down the SL right now. Archaic guys checking the little feet angle there. And it looks like they're waiting for the timing here. They're going to perhaps throw a flash and then just bolt down and see if they can get a quick plant. There we go, waiting for the smoke, in fact, to make their way down the ramp. Shoots his teammate in the back of the head. That's always going to help him, Miles. And makes his way halfway down. Sees one across the back there through the edge of that explosion. The bomb's already down, so this is a great start to the half for Archaic. Every single bomb plant counts. You get easy money just for planting. And Moe getting the first frag. Steve getting another. This is a terrible round for Team Immunity. Steve getting one more. Miles getting, there's only one Team Immunity player left alive, and that is a 5 unanswered frag round and a bomb plant. That is the perfect pistol round for Archaic MSI. That is exactly what they wanted. 14-2. Team Immunity got to be very upset with that. Very upset. They didn't get a single frag. Basically an uncontested pistol that is it could not have gone better for Archaic MSI there. Yeah, Team Immunity really need to pick their act up here. They are a far better team than this. We'll see what they can pull out of the bag. Alex here watching the angles. He's going to see one come around, gets a body shot, doesn't hit the head. Steve and Miles managed to get a frag each with the MP5. Long range, both headshots taking him down pretty sharp. Miles making it pretty aggressive. Checking out the bomb site here, checking all the little ninja spots, the little dark areas underneath the trains. In fact, there's one on top of the train. Shoots him a little bit blindly because he can't quite tell where he is. In fact, decides to throw a nade and fall back, wait for his teammates to counter with the nades as well, and Miles gets the last frag in the round, making it 15-2, and this could well, I'm thinking very much is going to be the last round. I don't think Team Immunity can buy much. One or two of them might be able to buy rifles, but I think the rest of them are just going to be deagling, doing what they can to stop this from ending right here, right now. Archaic MSI. Such a commanding position at the moment. This is absolute domination over Team Immunity at the moment. Oh, runs out of the SL, and he should not have been able to get the frag. Gets it easily because Diggs was caught off guard. Shoots one in the back of the head. Gets a little bit of a bink. You saw that little spark off the helmet there. That was a bink. Sponge turns around, luckily to get a kill. Moe gets a double. Moe gets himself a double. And that is it. 3 rounds in the second half. That was all that was required. Everybody's left, and that is the game. Archaic MSI 16-2. An absolutely huge scoreline. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. In fact, I thought there was probably only 1 or 2 teams in the top division that Archaic were going to do a 16-2 scoreline against. Archaic, obviously, they are the favourites. They are the #1 ranked team at the moment, losing a single map this year. We're in the 4th month of the year, and only 1 map is all that they've conceded thus far. They've been playing brilliantly. Team Immunity, I thought they were rising up. We saw them in the first week. They weren't performing very well. They lost that game. They did win their second week game, but it wasn't against a particularly hard opponent, I think. I could be wrong. But they did only win it like 16-13, something like that. Then they smashed someone, played another good game against Voxy and beat them. I actually thought we were going to have a very tight game. I thought it was going to be fantastic there, but Team Immunity had really, let's ignore their CT half. They only had 3 rounds to do anything, so, you know, there could be luck, there could be a lot of things involved in that, but their T side on train looked very disorganized. There was lots of just blind rushing. There wasn't much coordination going on there at all. When they did play the slow rounds, they were all sort of bunched up, not really, there wasn't just much timing. Lots of timing in the minor execution plays, not much going on there at all, and Archaic just punished them. We saw Luke, I think, got more than 27 frags in the first half. I know Moe also, I think Moe also got a 20 frags in that half as well. That was just absolute domination. There's not much else I can say, guys. Team Immunity are just not up to scratch. I really want to see more from them next week. I really want to see what Team Immunity can do next week. Archaic, of course, going from strength to strength. They did just suffer their first loss in the CEVO League, that 1 map loss against Frenetic Array. And they bounced back with just absolute domination. They've obviously practiced a little bit harder, and you know, they've cottoned out that round pretty strongly. Fantastic play by Archaic MSI. Disappointing from Team Immunity, though I'm sure they'll be back stronger than ever next week. And this is Pandan signing off for the Western Digital CyberGamer Invite Division 1. And thanks to Western Digital for signing off $7,500 in prizes for our Counter-Strike League. And this is Pandan signing off. Thank you.